Living with a skin picking disorder is one of the most stressful and shame producing experiences I've lived through in my life. Um, Skin picking is hard to describe to someone who hasn't went through it. They might judge me and others who have a skin picking disorder for doing this. They don't understand how I can't control the fact that I'm constantly picking in my scalp. And I, for a long time, masked it, and no one really knew that it was a disorder, and I never talked about it. And that's what the shame does. When you feel like people are going to judge you for having a disorder, you're more likely to hide it because you don't want to be seen as bad or different by people around you. And I developed this disorder when I was about 11. I was going through hard times and I didn't know how to cope with anxiety in a healthy way. So for 10 years, it went unnoticed until I really started paying attention and realized this isn't behavior that everyone goes through. Not everyone's picking at their skin for hours at a time. And I still do this. Some days are better than others. And I've worked through it. I went to therapy for it, and I have a lot of different fidgets for managing this behavior. But I believe deep down that this skin picking behavior comes from my emotions. It is a response to probably my autism because I was an undiagnosed autistic person. And I didn't know that as an autistic person, I have this need for stimming or self-soothing, if I can say that properly. And this became my secret stim because when I would sit in class, I didn't feel like I could just start stimming because I didn't want to be bullied and judged for having what I now know are standard autistic traits and expressions. So that need for stimming turned into the skin picking disorder, I believe. And keeping a fidget with me does help, and wearing this hat too much to the point where people comment on, could you just take off the hat? Does help me from picking. But once I start picking, it's so hard to stop. It's like when you get an itch or something, but worse. And you just keep picking and picking until something in your mind clicks and you have the strength to stop. Sometimes it could go for hours. And I've largely contained it to my scalp. And this is something that was so hard for me to share because I felt like a gross and shameful person for not being able to control this part of my body focus, repetitive behaviors, and stims. So I've been trying to find better stims to replace this, but when I'm by myself and I'm really in a dark place, the skin picking always makes it hard to just feel like I can sit still without getting restless, without feeling like I need to do something with my hands. And if I don't have another stim, I probably will start picking my dry skin. And I just wanted to give a long video for this and to share with other autistic people or people who have some sort of disorder related or the same disorder as me, that you're not alone, that there's a lot of people out there who have skin picking disorders, but it's hard not to be ashamed about it and hard to talk about. So thank you for watching this, and I appreciate you.